What's up, guys? It's me, Reece the Beast. Thanks for checking out today's episode of No One Cares. Brought to you by the letter X, the bad boy of the alphabet. Today, we're going to be talking about a movie by the name of Project X. Now, if you've never heard of it, then you probably have really good parents that don't trust you. #MeToo. Project X was a found footage movie that released back in 2012. The story follows three losers in high school who set out to throw the most epic party of all time for their friend Thomas's 17th birthday. So the plan is they wait for Thomas's parents to leave for vacation. And once they're out of the house, the party kicks off. The party is off the hook. Next thing you know, the cops are called, Thomas is on the news, and the house is on fire. It seems like everything Warner Brothers makes eventually ends up on fire. But the question I'm here to answer today is, did the movie live up to the hype? Because boy, was there a lot.
Just big enough to be cool.
Drinks for the birthday boy right now?
It works.
There's a little guy in the oven. Don't do it, man. You're way too fat.
Shut up.
So the question remains, was Project X a game changer? Honestly, depends who you ask. Because if you ask the critics, they hated it. Project X currently holds a 28% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, and the reviews are pretty brutal. Let me rattle off a couple of my favorites. Not to stoop to hyperbole, but Project X might very well be the worst movie ever made in the entire history of cinema. Oh my god. Project X is a monumental act of stupidity and vapidness. Damn, Mike. I'd be pissed too if I had to sit in the aisle seat. Considering the price of a movie ticket these days, it's hard to justify recommending this over a Girls Gone Wild video for approximately the same content. Yeah, this guy looks like somebody who would know a lot about Girls Gone Wild content. I'm just saying. But if you're looking for reviews from normal people like you and me, go no further than the comment section of the Project X YouTube trailer, where you'll see that an alarming amount of you guys said that this was their favorite movie of all time. I'm just gonna let that one soak in. But regardless of what side of the fence you fall on, Project X went on to become a smash box office hit, raking in over $100 million worldwide. And with a budget of only $10 million, I'd chalk that down as a big fat win. Project X was also the most illegally downloaded movie of 2012. With almost 9 million downloads, it even beat out the first Avengers movie. That's a fact. Google it. P90X launched on spring break of 2012, and it quickly grew a reputation as the movie that your parents don't want you to see. So naturally, all the kids saw it. The dumbest of which went on to try and throw their own Project X parties. Which I know I shouldn't have to tell you, don't do that. One kid from Michigan actually blew up on Twitter with the hashtag Project M. Check this out.
Mikey tweeted invitations to what he cleverly called a Project M party. Follow his Twitter account and it's clear the film inspired his would-be rager. Mikey's party became a top trend on Twitter. The high schooler got RSVPs from around the world.
Kind of did it as like a joke, but I mean, I guess people took it as, oh, I'm trying to throw the next Project X.
Well, Dad made him cancel and had the police camp out outside his house to deter potential partygoers.
Look, I don't mean to be that guy, but how'd this kid plan to throw a Project X party with his dad home? Did he just expect Dad not to notice that the house is filled with strangers? And fire? Pretty sure my dad would notice something like that. I'm just saying. And then over in this corner, we had a handful of idiots who thought, well, I can't throw a Project X party with my dad home. I'll just break into someone else's.
Project X.
Last week, this Florida teen posted a YouTube invitation to his own Project X party.
Something insane.
A tour of a foreclosed home outside Miami that police say he vandalized.
This guy actually thought it'd be a good idea to post a video of himself in the middle of committing a crime. Well, Project X had a trailer, So I needed one too. I mean, you can tell this dude isn't very smart just by his spelling errors and grammar alone. He could barely spell project right, for God's sake. I mean, if you're gonna vandalize a house, at least do a good job.
Also in the Houston area, look at what happened to this home 2 weeks ago.
There was a wild party that got out of control. The interior of the home was just destroyed.
Mark Stevens is a retired detective turned private investigator who was hired to find out who did it.
We came back the very next night hoping or figuring that they would come back, and they did. You know, I asked them why, what was this all about, and they said Project X.
That's not even an excuse. Why did you commit a crime? Because movie.
Look no further than that pile of debris in the garage as a reminder of the damage done.
That's an interior door that they ripped off the wall and just broke in half.
11 people have been charged with criminal trespassing and may face more serious charges.
That kid is so grounded. Those are the eyes of terror from a kid that knows that once he gets home that his dad is gonna beat his ass. I can just imagine when the cops cuffed him and took him downtown, they gave him his one phone call and he called up his dad. It probably went something like,
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
I'm sorry, Liam Neeson.
Warner Brothers does not condone and strongly discourages anyone from attempting to imitate conduct portrayed by actors during the filming of a motion picture.
That's right. Warner Brothers is a professional company, and they only work with professional actors in every single one of their movies. Except for one. Here's the deal. Apparently Warner Brothers didn't want to cast any big-name actors in an effort to keep the movies feel as authentic as possible. Which, if you don't understand, is just Hollywood jargon for we don't like to spend money. So instead of forking over money on actors that actually know what they're doing, they instead chose to make a website where anyone in America over the age of 18 could apply to be on the Project X movie. Every single kid that you see at the party basically just went on ProjectX.com and got casted. Except for Thomas. Thomas was an actual actor. That's why he's on top.
I'm on a new level.
And that's how they found the actors for JB and Costa.
Casting is, 80% of the game in making a movie, I would say, at least. So it was very much about finding those three guys and how they kind of play off each other.
Not coaching, not coaching, not coaching.
So now those three are best friends. But the movie wouldn't be possible if we didn't have someone to hold the camera. Enter the group's creepy friend Dax, aka YouTube sensation Dax Flame.
My day was excellent today, and why was it excellent? It's because okay, so when do I begin? Here's where I begin. 6th period was awesome.
That's right. This guy was actually a big name in YouTube back in the day.
Right, sort of when YouTube was getting famous.
Yeah, he was like one of the OGs of YouTube celebrities.
Yeah.
And it turns out that he got discovered by the casting director of Project X through his YouTube channel. And then they offered him the role of the creepy camera guy. Some guys get all the luck. Project X also has 2 leading female characters, with actress Alexis Knapp, who plays the girl that Thomas makes out with, and actress Kirby Blanton, who plays the girl that Thomas makes out with. Some guys get all the luck. Last but not least, we have a special guest appearance from Hollywood's very own Miles Teller.
Holy shit, dude. It's Miles Teller.
Dude, it is. That's him. Holy shit.
Who plays the guy that shows up with like 20 chicks in a bus.
Yo, little dude, what's up, man? How we doing? That's Ashley, Rachel, Sarah. Look at all these people I brought to your party.
This guy went off to have the most success out of anyone from the entire movie. Miles Teller is now regarded as a bona fide A-list actor. Although he wasn't the Fantastic Four remake, and that movie kinda sucked. But Whiplash was dope. And that's the cast of Project X. Side note, I don't know if you noticed, but none of the characters have original names. Like, all of the actors have identical names as their characters. The only character out of the whole movie that got their own name was this one. It's Costa, who was the loudest one out of the whole movie, and it was played by Oliver Cooper. And I'm pretty confident that this was a 100% intentional decision, seeing as that the only thing that Costa wears throughout the entire movie are Lacoste sweater vests. sarcastic slow clap. I mean, don't you think that's a little on the nose? The writing for this movie is just nuts. I don't even know where to start. So let's just do the beginning.
What up, my lovely females? This is your boy Costa, your host for the evening. Behind me is Thomas Cub's house. Today is Thomas Cub's birthday, and this is Project X. Yo.
Nope, definitely shouldn't have started there. That was a mistake. So Shia LaBeouf's stunt double jumps on screen to tell the audience that today is Thomas Cub's birthday, followed by a confident crotch pop.
Yo.
I know you probably didn't want to see that, so here's a backup clip to help you forget about it. So Costa invites himself into the house and heads upstairs to wish his buddy Thomas a happy birthday.
What the dude?
So it's Thomas's big day, and everybody celebrates by gathering around to sing him happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Thomas.
Followed by his parents immediately leaving for vacation.
Bye. All right, see you guys.
Because nothing screams quality parenting quite like going on vacation on your son's 17th birthday and leaving him and his creepy friends completely unsupervised. I'm just saying. But hey, the folks didn't leave Thomas completely empty-handed. They gave him a car for his birthday. And what was the car that he got? None other than Mom's minivan.
Dude, it was really cool your mom and dad to clean it out and wash it for you.
Dude, it's a free car. I'm not about to complain about a free car.
First off, it's not even a car, it's a fucking minivan. We can't even roll in this. Dude, too bad your dad didn't give you the Benz. That'd have been sick.
You know what? You're right, Costa. Let's just take your car.
Even though at the end of the movie, the car does look like this.
Well, at least the van looks gangster now.
So Thomas, Dax, and Costa all pile up in Mom's minivan before it exploded and head to school. Then they pull up to meet with their buddy JB, who I now realize I forgot to mention in the cast section of this video, because he really holds no purpose to the plot, so you can go ahead and forget him now too. To prove that our main three are in fact not popular, we have this scene of Thomas getting bullied by teenage knockoff Matt Damon.
Hey, can I get to my locker right there? Dude, why are you staring at my dick? I wasn't. It's my locker's right there. Whatever, you fucking weirdo.
Just let it go.
Tired of being nobodies, the three hatch up a plan to throw a party so epic that everyone in school will think that they're cool. But Thomas isn't sure that this party is such a good idea.
Okay, it's easy to talk shit when the party's not even at your house. I'm the one taking the whole risk. Like, all you do is show up and drink.
Luckily, Thomas quickly changes his mind with a little help from our good friend Peer Pressure.
If you f this up, I will stab you. I'm not kidding.
All right, look, okay, 50 people, absolute max.
Fine, 50 people, absolute max.
So Costa takes it upon himself to get the word out on the party. So he busts out the BlackBerry and shoots out a mass text to an epic party list of 160 people.
Mass marketing. And
So the guys head to the store to stack up on party supplies and make a total scene in the most uncasual way possible.
Attention, valued shoppers.
Oh my god.
Paper towels. Okay, long. What? Dude, get a ton. Oh shit. Extra large condoms. What? Mind your own business, lady.
So then they head home to unload the supplies, where we are then introduced to the party's security for the night.
Hey, boss. There he is.
Costa hired on the powerhouse duo of 12-year-old Keanu Reeves with nunchucks and Barack Obama Jr.
Are those nunchucks? Yeah.
So their job as security is to make sure that everyone follows the house rules established by Thomas, which read as follows. Everyone stays in the backyard.
Well, we just wanted to call one last time before going to bed. Make sure you're all set for the night.
Yep, all good.
50 people, absolute max.
Chaos has broken out in the South End, where this normally quiet residential street has turned into anarchy.
The house is off limits. No biting.
What the?
No breaking stuff. And most important,
don't touch Dad's car. car. And I know I don't need to tell you, but my car is off limits.
Yeah, Dad, I know.
Good.
So 8 p.m. rolls around and the house is all set up for the party. So the boys gather around the kitchen counter to toast to a family-friendly night of non-demonetized fun.
To one sick f***ing night. Cheers.
7:59 a.m.
Spoiler alert, the house is dead. Over 2,000 people showed up to Thomas's party, and his house crumbled up faster than a Nature Valley granola bar. Just look at this house. Look at this house. Human beings do not do this to a house.
Look no further than that pile of debris in the garage as a reminder of the damage done.
If I threw a party and afterwards my parents' house looked like that, I would have ran away. I'm just saying. Which brings me to the question that I've had ever since I first saw this movie back in high school. How much is all this gonna cost?
Do you have any idea how much all this is going to cost, Thomas? Your college fund is gone, I can tell you that.
This is the closest thing that we get to an answer in the entire movie. And it's not even an answer. It's Thomas's college fund. But dude, that could mean absolutely anything. I have a friend whose college fund is like $5, which these days can't even buy you a Subway footlong.
Rip off! Bless you.
I want the raw numbers on what was damaged and how much Thomas is in the hole for. But unfortunately, the movie never really reveals that, so I guess that we'll never know. I mean, unless you bought the extended cut of Project X on Blu-ray. Which I did! That's right, I bought Project X on Blu-ray disc with $20 of real-life money. The Blu-ray disc of Project X includes some fun bonus features, including the one that we're going to be looking at today, Project Expensive, tallying up the damage. So here's a list of everything in the movie that got bought, busted, broken, or exploded, and how much it's going to cost to fix it. Enjoy. Helium balloon to launch a Yorkie into space? Check. New skateboard deck? Gnarly. One superstar moonwalk bouncy house. A gnome and a shirt. A fancy chandelier. A haircut. Resetting a broken pinky finger in the ER.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
An ambulance. Some surgery. A vet bill. We can't forget the car. Or that car. Or that car. Or that car. And to wrap it all up, we got a flamethrower. And a bunch of other crap. Like this thing. And these. And those. And those. And I'd just like to take a moment to point out that this sweater vest cost $118.
What the fuck?
And last but not least is Thomas's house. And our final total comes out to a staggering figure of $1,971,935.49, which averages out to approximately 400,000 Subway footlongs. That's a lot of crappy food. To quantify just how much money that is, let's say that Thomas is on the hook for all of it, okay? So he goes and gets a job at Subway making sandwiches for $10 an hour. It's gonna take him 22.5 years to pay everything off. By the time he's done, he's gonna be pushing 40. So yeah, Thomas's life is basically over. I'm just saying. Project X is really one of those movies that shouldn't have been made, but I'm glad it was. I wouldn't call Project X a good movie, because it's not, but it is a fun movie. Is it worth buying on Blu-ray? No. Just go to Redbox or Family Video, just rent it, don't buy it. Don't waste your money like I did. I'm gonna rate Project X 3 out of 5 Subway footlongs with Rotten Tomatoes. But guys, thank you so much for watching this crazy long video of me over-explaining a movie that really didn't need it. New video dropping next week, so if you want to come party, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll catch you there. I'm just saying.